morning, YouTube model building community. Chris Chapman here, coming at you from the Rusty Nuts Model Shop, and it's coffee time. Oh, this is going down extra smooth today. Oh, been real nice. Ah, yeah. All right. Kind of been slow this week because I've been helping a friend do some stuff, and so we're going to make this a short, quick coffee time this week. As everybody's saying, I finally got around to starting to get redone and redoing the video footage that was lost on my rested videos. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and comments, and glad to hear that it's helping some people. But we've got a little bit more that we've done, and that's what I plan to do today. I'm just gonna set up my camera and we're gonna record, get some things as far as we can, try to get the chassis and stuff done today. Hopefully I'll have enough footage to be able to get an update today or tomorrow and stuff prior to me taking a small break. I'm going to be possibly hopping on the Harley and heading up to Yellowstone for a few days. So we've got today basically just kind of kick back and relax, and if everything goes as planned, I'll be leaving tomorrow for Yellowstone and Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So I do want to make a mention that somebody made a post or a video about the sophisticated finishes. That's what I use for my resting segments. This stuff here. And I did contact my local Michaels and verified and confirmed they are discontinuing it. Our Michaels right here still have a couple of boxes of it on the shelf. I went out last night, didn't really have the money, but I went ahead and picked one up, and it's on clearance right now for $6.99. And so I at least got me one more box. I really wish I would have wrote it down, but I can't remember who it was that mentioned that to us. And you know who you were. Appreciate it. We decided is what I want to do, or is what he decided to do is let us know. He researched it and found out you can buy it through dickblick.com. It's an art supply store, of which is where I buy all of my pearl powders, my Pearl X powders. Great service, fast shipping, and the prices there are the same as Michael's. When I went on there last night just to double check and make sure that it was on there still, it was $6.99 for the set of the solution. And they also sell it in bigger bottles too. You can go 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 6 ounce, and all the way up to, if I remember right, 16 ounce bottles. And so if you want a whole bunch of it, buy a whole bunch of it. But dickblickarts.com, you can buy it there. So if you don't have it, oh, excuse me, my throat's kind of buggered up from out there working in the dust and stuff. So if you guys go to your local Michael's stores and stuff, if you can't find it there, there's your alternative for it. Well, I am going to go ahead and try to get some more of this resting tutorial done today. I did on my my Prowler, I kind of redid it a little bit, but I sanded down into the pearl on the orange on the trunk lid for the trailer, and it just kind of buggered it up. And when I repainted the other color over it, it had a patch where you can see the lightness. So I decided to go ahead and just throw it into the purple pond along with the what else did I put in there? Oh, the engine hood. And I'm just going to strip them down and start all over. Which brings me to something. I did a video a while back about the importance of taking your time and patience, and the more you work at it, the better the outcome's going to be on your models. One thing that I neglect, I mean, I talked about how to take your time on your sanding, on your filling of the putty, of your polishing, and your gluing and everything. And one aspect that I forgot to touch on, and I should have on that video, but I'm going to do it here for you guys, is not only do you have to put the care and the work and the time and the trouble of making sure that your bodies and your parts are perfectly prepped. You, on top of that, your surroundings where you do your work, where you go to airbrush or spray paint with rattle cans or even hand brush paint, you've got to make sure that that's clean. The area around you and stuff, the dust particles, that's what caused that problems for me. And I thought I had it cleaned up really good and kept getting goobers in it. So, where I'm working at down here in my little unfinished storage area of a bedroom that I'm living in right now, I just set it up on my bed. I put a table down, put my paint booth on there, and I go to town. But I turn around and I get my vacuum out and I vacuum the entire floor. I turn around, I take the sheets, the comforter, all my bedding off my bed, and I actually move it over into the laundry room because I have my dog that sleeps on it. I have my birds that like to fly over it, getting the dander and stuff all over. And so I just get all of that, eliminate the possibilities of stuff, take it over into the other room, and if the washing machine and stuff is available at that time, usually when I'm doing my painting, I wash my bedding as well. So that way when I get down, I've got nice clean sheets and things. Once I get the bed torn apart, I vacuum the top of my bed, and I've got one of them big Kirby nice vacuums. And so I vacuum my bed, get all that done. Then I'll turn around and use the duster or the vacuum hose and stuff, and I dust everything around where I'm going to be painting. And then I let it sit for about 20 minutes. Then I re-vacuum the bed and I re-vacuum the floor. I put my table on there and I set up my paint booth, which is sitting up here on top of the shelf collecting dust right now while it's sitting. So once I get it down here, guess what I do? I go in there and I re-vacuum that and I vacuum the floor again. It takes me about 40 to 45 minutes just to get my area set up. Then on top of that, I use this water bottle that is being used. I forgot, they borrowed it. And I mist the whole area down and get it all moist and stuff, so anything that is falling will get trapped in the water. I mist the floor where my chair's going to be moving around on and stuff. I mist on the bed where I'm putting my parts and things. And that's the cool thing about the or acrylic paints is, you know, if you have a little bit of misted water and stuff, it's not going to hurt it. And so once I get that done, again, I grab onto my vacuum hose and vacuum off my paint booth from sitting up there over here on the bed. Get it all cleaned up. If I have to change my filter on it, I vacuum it, pull the filter out, vacuum it again, throw the filter away, vacuum again. It's just a never-ending process to get, at least, you know, I mean, I put an hour into it. I'm in an unfinished basement and stuff, so I've got plastic up on my ceilings, but it doesn't keep all the dust out. A lot of you guys have actual rooms with the carpet, you just vacuum it and stuff. You don't have to put that much work, but the dust factor is a huge thing to pay attention to, of getting it prepped to get a good flawless paint job out of it. And you can even go to Lowe's, to Walmart, Target, Home Depot. Oh, my voice is gone again, hold on. Alright, I'm just using this as an excuse to drink some more coffee. It's been a long week, people. I'm tired, I'm wore out, and got that hankering to build some models. Or at least do some painting, I don't know. But Home Depot and stuff, you can go to these places and you can get these, this is kind of small looking because they're really actually bigger. But they're filters that you turn around and you put in your heat duct vents. So you got your vent coming out, you can adjust how the flow comes out and everything. You got 2 screws that hold them in there. You undo the 2 screws, pop that out, you lay one of these filters in it, you put it up there, tighten them back up. Another huge way to keep dust out of your work area. And in my personal opinion, most of your dust comes from getting sucked into your furnace and your air conditioning units, and it gets blown through the vents and back into all of your rooms. So that's actually not a bad idea to go and put them inside of all of your vents throughout the house, and then every 3 or 4 months go and change them out. They're not very much. You can get, if I remember right, a 10-pack of them cost like 20 bucks. And huge way of savings of being able to keep your room more dust free and everything. When you get done sanding, I was showing on my videos how I'm sitting here sanding. I typically don't sand right here on my desk. I have a little bucket that I sand over and let everything go into, and then I vacuum it out with my dust buster. But for the video purpose, when I was doing that, where my camera sets up, I was way too high, so I typically don't just sand it and then dust it onto the floor and then vacuum it up later. I just do it into a little bucket. So, but those are my tips. You got to turn around and make sure that your area is clean, because here I am. I've got this really great paint job coming out on these things, like this, and I haven't waxed or polished this one here yet. I kind of waiting to get the rest of it done, but I mean, that really came out looking nice, and that's because of an hour's worth of getting stuff done. Somehow from where I painted getting it over there, I got some dust. I have a feeling it came from my birds, because typically I have them in the cages when I'm painting so they don't fly around. The particular day that I was painting, I forgot they were out and they did fly around. So look at where I'm at now. I'm what people call purple ponding it, but I'm not using the purple powder. So just a couple little pointers and tips and hints to throw out there on the on your work area and how to keep it clean to get better paint jobs and stuff. Seen a couple of people that turn around and show, oh yeah, I've got a little bit of goobers here and here and here. You can see some dust flecks here, and just, if you have to vacuum 10 times, vacuum 10 times. It's going to save you a lot of hassle in the long run. So I'm going to get me some more coffee in me. I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera over here. It sounded horrible today, I apologize. But get that set up, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing some detail painting. So stay tuned for more updates. Like I said, maybe I'm hopefully going to have an update today or tomorrow, and then it might be a while before I get another one up, at least another week or so, maybe longer, depending on how this motorcycle ride goes. So y'all have a great weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed the 4th of July and y'all survived it. And I hope that none of you guys went out drinking and driving, because that's a stupid thing to do. Very stupid thing to do. So keep building, and Chris Chapman from Rusty Nuts Model Shop telling y'all thanks for watching. Bye-bye.